What is going on, folks? It has been a minute. I think it's been about a week, maybe more than a week. I'm not sure how long it's been since I posted the last video, but not much has been going on here, so that's why I've been posting. We haven't really been out here to do any work, which is kind of sucks, but that's just how it is sometimes. It's been really wet, rainy. Up by the pond don't get me started on that. It's a mess, but you know, we're here now, and really, I'm not doing anything today. I'm just playing around. We got some new toys for the channel. Not toys for the farm, toys for the YouTube channel. So first off, we got right here a GoPro Hero 7. You know what's nice about this? Is it has these mounts. And I put one on the front of the side-by-side, so I can take my GoPro, put it right there on the side-by-side. We can get some nice footage, you know, POV, driving around on the property. Now that's a cool toy. And the second cool toy that we got, I'll pull it out right here to show y'all. Now the second cool toy we got is this right here, a DJI Mavic Mini. And if you don't know what that is, that's okay. This is a drone. So it flies around, has a camera, so we can get some nice, sick aerial shots of the property for you guys, and we can explore some places that we can't quite get to yet, so we can fly it around and, you know, kind of get a bird's eye view of what the property is looking like and how the progress is looking. And you know what's good with that? We already did this. I'm gonna be throwing in some clips from me flying the drone in right now. So that's sick and everything. And what we found is we knew that, I'm trying to get good lighting. It's not working out very well. But what we found out is something that we had a suspect, but we weren't quite sure. But there is, in fact, a pond right behind the house site. And that's pretty cool. It looks like, from what I initially saw, it looks like that might be a good place for duck hunting. It depends. Once the trees grow up, once the pine trees grow up around it, I don't know how good of a spot it will be, but right now it looks like it might. That's a really heavy might with a lot of doubt, but it might be able to be a decent spot for duck hunting. With this GoPro I got, it's an action cam, so we're gonna be able to do some things. We're gonna be able to use that for great fishing POVs, great hunting POVs. You know, just whenever doing stuff, we need an action cam, strap it on. I'm gonna get a chest strap, head mount, so we'll be able to, you know, just throw that on, and you guys will be able to see exactly what I'm looking at. So when we're talking about progress, let's talk about some progress that's been going on. Okay, we're done talking about the progress that's been going on because pretty much absolutely nothing has happened. They worked on the pond a little bit more, ruined that. They finally got the house ready to go, and it's been sitting here for about a week, 2 weeks, because guess what? They haven't gotten the permits yet. Why? Because apparently, when we're in the business of building houses, we don't know how to pull a permit to build a house. So our builder hasn't put in the right paperwork yet to get that permit ready so we can start working on the house. And that's a shame, but we have been able to start working on the barn. Now we actually have the footers already poured on the barn. I'm going to come over here, and I don't know how well you'll be able to hear me because I got the tractor running. But they have the footers dug for the barn. They're actually going to pour the concrete on Tuesday, which is, you know, progress. So we're looking here at the good old barn site. You can see they got all covered up. They got the footers dug in there. So finally we actually got some progress. That's the only little bit of progress we've had. But when that concrete is poured, the day that it gets poured, we're gonna call up the barn company and say, hey guys, the concrete's been poured, and they're gonna come out here and take a look, make sure, you know, everything's a-okay. Then they're gonna get scheduled to come out here and have a good old-fashioned barn raising. And it'll just take them a day to put it up. It's pretty simple. And then so in the next couple weeks, hopefully, if their schedule permits it, we should have a barn, which is really exciting, to have a permanent place of shelter. And then once we get the permit for the house, we can hit up the electric company and say, hey, we're building a house here. And then they'll come out, do a little site assessment, figure out what they need to do, and then they will run power lines from the nearest so then they'll run power lines from the nearest transformer, whatever way is the most convenient, air, ground, whatever. But they'll run the power lines up here, and then we can get power hooked up to the barn. So then we'll have a fully functional, you know, barn with power out here, which is going to make life so much easier for us, being able to have power. Then I think we're going to be able to start slowly moving things from the house into the barn as room permits, and you know, it'll finally feel like we're getting somewhere with this property. Now, another thing is we've already had a successful hunt out here. A couple days, what was it, a week ago, about, Dad actually came out here and he got himself a deer. Got himself a little doe, a little small, you know, not, usually we wouldn't take this, but it's the first deer. And you couldn't really tell that it was as small as it is. So I'm gonna throw up a picture of him with his trophy deer here. So yeah, you know, we got the first deer in the corn pile. We actually just have it set up here in the corner. We got the corn over there, just set up in the corner of the clearing, because there's actually a ton of deer that have been rocking through. There's actually deer prints on the pad for the house. So the deer activity in this clearing is tremendous. So hopefully that's gonna make for some good hunting. You know, if we put a food plot back in that corner like we're planning, hopefully it's gonna yield a good amount of deer. You know, we're gonna be able to put some meat in the fridge, hopefully. Now I have no idea what Dad's doing over here with the tractor. It looks like he's trying to smooth some of this out, because they did a fairly decent job smoothing this out, but it needs some work still. There's still some bumps. So it's a little dirty. There's still some old stumps and, you know, random bits and pieces of trees. But we pretty much are gonna need to come through here and, you know, smooth it all down, and then we're gonna plant it with some type of grass seed, and we're gonna have to do the same thing up by the pond whenever that gets finished, and that is a whole nother ordeal that we'll address later. But I just wanted to, you know, hop on here and grab the camera. I just wanted to hop on here, grab the camera, give you guys a little bit of an update as to what's going on. I know it's been a while, but we're still here. We're working, trying to get what we can do done. And, you know, we got some new toys that I'm really excited about that'll hopefully bump the quality of these videos up. You know, and as I keep, you know, doing this more and getting better with it, that'll also help out a lot. But I'm excited for the future. I'm excited as to what we're going to be able to do out here. And, you know, I am ready to get out here. I'm ready to start the farm life and get some animals and do all that fun stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little update. I know it's the most entertaining thing, but, you know, you got to see the drone shots, got to see a little bit of GoPro, and, you know, I just hope you guys can see the vision that I can see out here, or if you can't, that I'll be able to help, you know, create that vision in your mind, and you can see the potential for the great things that we're going to be able to do out here. So with that being said, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, like this video, share it with your friends, and I don't know if this is possible, but I really want to get to 100 subscribers by the end of 2020. I don't know if we can do that, but it's a good goal. It's something to strive towards. So if you want to help me out with that, that'd be great. And I will see you guys in the next episode of the farm vlogs.